Hi guys, I am So Kyra, and today we are having Subway. So before we can eat, let's get a quick thumbnail in. Okay, that should be good. So today I'm trying Subway's new sandwich. It's like roast beef, turkey, ham, and bacon. And I asked for everything on there except for spinach leaves, but I think the lady couldn't hear me that well, so she forgot every single thing. So this is what the sandwich is. It's just purple onion, tomato, and mayo, and the meats that I said. I also have plain Lay's, a chocolate chip cookie, and some lemonade. So, I also, I wanted to say that I say my prayers before I eat offline. I don't say it when I'm on here. I say it before. So, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not saying my prayers. I always say my prayers before I eat. So, let's get started on the sandwich. Let me try it first. Oh, I'll turn this way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the sandwich is good. It's tasty. I really love the bread. I normally get the flatbread, but this bread is good also. Let's see. This is the Italian herb and cheese. Okay, let's try their lemonade. The lemonade is real good. I wasn't expecting it. The last time I had lemonade at Subway, it wasn't that great. So I'm very shocked that the Subway lemonade is good this time. Mm. It's kind of hard to eat. I keep ordering these trays, but they're not fitting my Jeep. So, I don't know. Just try to work with me, guys. Excuse this. As long as you know that you can see the food and I'm eating and it's good. So try this Subway sandwich. Okay, so now since I tried the sandwich, today's topic would be about bullies and bullying, especially at school. So I noticed that a lot of kids have been telling me stories, especially in my family, my children as well, about school and school bullies and so on and so on and how they deal with it. So let's talk about how when I was a kid in 7th grade and I was going to school, I was always shy. I was always minding my business, try to do my work, try to make friends. Sometimes I would make friends, sometimes I wouldn't make friends because I was always quiet and shy to myself and didn't really know how to speak up. So one particular day in 7th grade, and we had a class called typing. It was a typing class. And I always knew exactly what to do my work, go in, be quiet, and just, mind my business. I had maybe one or two friends in that class, I think. So most of the kids in the class were already clicked up. They had cliques, especially the girls. You know how that goes. So these particular girls, it was maybe 4 or 5 girls in this clique. So what they did was, I don't know, like people that were by themselves like me, they were pick at them. And especially me because I was quiet and always to myself, and um I would really never really say anything. I wasn't popular, but I wasn't, I wasn't a what do they call that? A nerdy kid, or I just was quiet. Just keep it at that. So I would go in, go sit down, listen to the instructions the computer teacher had, the typing teacher had, and just do my work. So these girls, I thought they were doing their work, but they were sitting behind me. What they were doing was they were picking up like change or whatever they had and were throwing it. Pencils, whatever they had, erasers, just throwing it. Throwing it, paper, throwing whatever they can throw. So I was ignoring it. I was just taking it. I was still doing my work. So every day this was happening for like almost going on 2 weeks straight. I was just letting them bully me. Wasn't saying anything, just sitting there. I would cry after school and everything. I would never say anything to my mom. I would just sit there and cry. One day they did it again. So this particular day I just got fed up with it. I jumped up and screamed like, "Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop. Please leave me alone." So they just, sat there and looked, and then they bust out laughing. So, but I still got them to stop, throwing stuff and left me alone. So then after school, I just was, tired of it. I walked up to my mom's car. She was picking me up that day, and I told her because she can see that I just looked stressed and was crying and stuff. And she like, "What's wrong, Kyra? Kyra, what's wrong?" And then I just was looking like nothing. She like, "You better tell me what's wrong right now, girl." So then I told her. And so when I told her, I'm like, "These girls are just picking on me, bullying me, throwing stuff at me. This been going on for a week or two now." She was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Point them out to me." I'm like, "No, because it's going to get worse. And when I come back to school the next day, they're going to really just laugh, pick, and really want to mess with me more." She like, "Well, if you don't stand up for yourself, Kyra, it's going to happen every single day. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to." Hold on. When I get into stories, I just can't stop talking. Let me eat a little bit because this is a mukbang. Mm. Don't chips with sandwiches or anything in that nature just taste so good together? Okay, so back to the story. So the girls, my mom was telling me to point them out and stuff. I was telling her that I couldn't. If I have anything in my teeth, excuse me, the bread is so thick. So my mom is telling me, point the girls out. Show me who they are. Tell me who they are, Kyra. I'm like, no, no, no. They're going to bully me even more. They're going to laugh. You know, in 7th grade, girls can be so cruel, and especially growing up in Detroit. Anybody from Detroit, comment down below and tell me how it was for you growing up in school, and if you can relate to what I'm saying or the things that I'm talking about, if you went through it, if you did not go through it, if you were a bully, or if you were a kid being picked on, and how you handle it. But anyway, so I finally see some of the girls walking past. I think 2 of them. I don't know where the other 2 were at. They probably got picked up by their mom or dad. So the other 2 was walking with their book bags and stuff, just walking past, and I guess they glanced. And I'm like, Mom, there they go right there. She like, ooh, them 2? I'm like, yes. She rolled the window down, and I slid down in my seat. You know, you slide down in your seat because you embarrassed. I slid down. She like, yeah, you see my daughter right here? You see Kyra? You better leave her alone, okay? You better leave her alone. You better not be messing with my daughter. She's just, my mom just, you know, being a mom, telling them, just going off on them and stuff like that. Excuse me, as any parent would, they would go off because they're mad that their kid is being bullied. So then fast forward to the next day. So I get to school the next day, and you know, classes, we doing our classes and stuff. So I have this class again with these same girls, as you know. So I get in the classroom, and then I sit down and I just start reading my instructions off the board, and I, you know, start getting ready to type and do my typing thing that I do. So here go the girls. I can hear them back there laughing and whispering. They like, she had her mama come up here and pick her up, and I guess her mama was trying to beat us up and talk, you know, trying to scare us and stuff. One girl like, I'm gonna get my mama to come up here. I ain't scared. But mind you, I never got my mom to come up there. My mom was already picking me up on this particular day. Normally I used to take the bus, but my mom, I don't know, she just picked me up this day. And then she can see the distress in my face. And I didn't even go up to my car, to my mom's car, running, telling her like, yeah, Mom, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. She already knew, just from me looking sad and depressed with my head down and scared, like this is happening every day now for 2 weeks, that she knew that something wasn't right. You know when something is not right with your child. She knew that something wasn't right. So the girls laughing and stuff, they all looking and stuff. They like, yeah, that's why, you know, that's why we gonna get our parents to come up here, because her mom up here bullying us. I'm like, I'm just still shaking my head and stuff. But just mind you, since I stood up for myself, they did not throw anything at me. They just talked their little crap. I don't mind if people talk crap. They didn't throw nothing at me, and we didn't fight or anything. So that was the good thing about it. And what was crazy is the teacher, I don't understand how, if you see, she never came up to the girls and said anything. I never went to go tell the teacher either myself, because I don't know, I just didn't want to snitch or anything back then, just, you know, being the scary kid. The teacher, she didn't say anything. I'm pretty sure she heard them girls doing what they was doing, throwing stuff, laughing, just being bullies. Plus, it's 4 or 5 of y'all on me, just one person. That's what's crazy to me. On one girl. That's what I don't like about bullies. If you gonna bully, not saying that you're supposed to be a bully, but why do you always bring cliques? Why do bullies do that? They get other people to bother you. Not just them, other people. And what I have noticed, hold on a second. Okay, so I actually kind of forgot the sentence because the sandwich was so freaking good and it just was just bomb. Just know that the sandwich is bomb. But what I want to say is to kids, do not bully kids because some kids are not strong enough to even tell their parents. Some of them, commit suicide. Some of them want to come back up and harm children at their school. Some kids go get other kids to come in on it. It just never ends well. I just was glad I was brave enough to say something and just stand up, even though I didn't fight or anything physically. I mentally felt better because I actually stood up and said, just like, please leave me alone. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do anything. I just want you guys to leave me alone. Why we can't just all do our work, or why can't we all just get along and be friends together? But as you know, as teenagers, that's just not, some kids think they're better than I think some kids are bullied at home, so then they come, to the school and bully the other kids. It's like they're taking their frustration out on other kids because what's happening to them at home, so they bring it, into the building. I always fear that. Like back then, I'm pretty sure we had sometimes we had stories of people bringing guns in, but not how it is now. It's so sad now when I hear stories or see the news of a child brought a gun in due to him being bullied at school. So what I want to say last is this is really for the kids, but it can be for anyone else too. Kids, do not bully. Everyone get along with each other. Everyone be kind. Respect yourselves as well as your peers, and most of all, respect your mom and dad, and just be great. That's all I want, is everyone to be great. And that concludes this video. I am Kyra. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye.